Being honest po, that time po kasi ay wala din po kaming munisipyo noon. Mawawala din po ang plaza. Kaya po, hindi po talaga po ako noon.
Wala na po kayong munisipyo, wala pa kayong plaza.
Matanda mo ba? May resolution ba converting?
Mr. Chair, ang kasama ko lang po ditong konsihal ngayon ay si Konsihal William Abrahan po.
May ginawa po ba kayo?
Actually po, yung pong area yun ay matagal nang hindi ginagamit as basketball.
Hindi po yun ang kasagutan dun sa tanong ko.
Sa mga landmarks doon sa public plaza kanina, it was demolished ba?
Nawala po yung buong, iba na po itsura niya. Tapos yung mga bayani po inilipat po sa kabila po.
Ginawa niyo po ba yung local government of Bawan to convert yung public plaza and the basketball court from being a property of public dominion na maging patrimonial property ng Bawan? May ginawa po ba kayo?
Actually po, yung pong area yun ay matagal nang hindi ginagamit as basketball.
Hindi po yun ang kasagutan dun sa tanong ko. Ang tanong ko po kung may ginawa kayong proseso o protocol para ma-convert yung basketball court at saka public plaza from being a property of public dominion para maging patrimonial property ng Bawan, Batangas. May ginawa ba kayo? Pursuant to the law? Kasi kailangan na gagawin kayo according to the law.
Since that time po ako hindi pa SB secretary noon, kaya yung naging process noon, hindi po ako aware.
Sige, pabuhin ko yung tanong ko. Sa being the Sangguniang Bayan Secretary, may alam ka ba na ginawa ng Bawan, Batangas na i-convert from public dominion to patrimonial property yung Bawan Plaza at saka basketball court? Kasi according to my research, si Konsihal Dalangin lang ang nag-object. Dito sa aking research, iho.
SB Secretary, yes or no lang naman yung sagot.
Actually, sa ngayon po, wala po akong alam dahil nga po, records na titingnan ko. Kasi 2013, tapos na po yung agreement during maging SB Secretary ako.
Okay. Now, did COA look into this, whether na-convert yung public plaza being a part of public dominion to patrimonial property so that it can be leased or rented to by the local government of Bawan, Batangas? Kasi sa tingin ko, hindi nyo nakita ito eh.
Within that, Mr. Chairman, ako, before COA answers to the query, para makapaganda pa kayo ng sagot. Ms. Janelle, sino ba yung nandito ngayon na former councilor na nakasama doon nung time na to? Kasi this is 2013. Yung fraud audit was made 2014. So, this transaction was made prior to that year. Sino ba yung matanda mo ba? May resolution ba converting?
Mr. Chair, ang kasama ko lang po ditong konsihal ngayon ay si Konsihal William Abrahan po. Kami lang po dalawa dito yung nasa term ko po.
Pero may natandaan ka ba na pumasa kayo ng resolution converting such property from dominion to patrimonial?
Ang naalala ko nga po yung gagawin, yung pong basketball court, hindi lang po yung basketball court, yun po ibantayog din ng mga bayani ng bayan ng Bawan. Kaya po, ang naalala ko po ay tinutulan po talaga namin yan ni Attorney Johnny Magboo dahil nga po, ang stand ko po, pag po nalilito ako sa loob po ng konseho, bumabalik po ako sa stand ko ng pagmamay-ari ng bayan ng Bawan ay gusto ko pong manatiling pagmamay-ari ng aming bayan.
So, as far as you remember, wala pong resolution na naipasa? Wala ka pong natandaan?
Dahil po ako'y under oath ay gusto ko po munang i-confirm uli po yun, pero sa ngayon po ay wala po akong naaalala.
Yeah, thank you. Yung isa pang councilor na present, sir, did you remember passing a resolution during your time?
Good morning po, Your Honor. Doon po sa query ni Chairman Acop ay wala rin po akong natandaan na ginawa ng Sangguniang Bayan o ng LGU.
That time?
That time, yes.
Anong taon ka
Mr.
para
Chairman.
sa konseyo that time?
Ano po, sir?
Anong taon? What year?
Hindi ko na rin po matandaan.
No, as councilor.
Councilor po ako simula 2010 hanggang 2019. Kasabay ko po si Honorable Janil Dalangin.
Okay, thank you. Chairman Acop, please proceed with COA.
Yun po yung hindi po niyo natignan yung aspeto na ito, Madam Coa. And it did not form part of your investigation kasi wala po akong narinig sa inyong report tungkol dito.
Yes, Your Honor, it was not covered in the report. But if I could refer you to Engineer Romy Virana, they were the ones who inspected that site, Your Honor. So maybe he could provide some information for that
Mr.
matter.
Chair?
Engineer
Yes,
Romy Virana.
please proceed, Sir Virana.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, nung magkanda kami ng
Pakilapit lang po ng microphone.
ng appraisal doon, Your Honor, yung ginagawa na yung hotel, ongoing na yung construction ng hotel. Kaya hindi na namin tiningnan kung ano pa yung history ng property. Kasi in-assume namin na yung pagtayo ng hotel doon, walang problema. Ibig sabihin, legal ang pagkatayo doon or yung property, patrimonial na ba o ano. Kasi nandun na po yung, ongoing na yung construction ng hotel.
Thank you. May I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Please proceed, Chairman Acop.
Madam Coa, ngayon alam nyo na. Di po ba? Na dapat meron pang mangyari o gagawin o ginawa ang local government unit of Bawan bago maging patrimonial property yung plaza so that it can be leased or disposed of pursuant to the local government code. Kasi ang sinasabi ng local government code in answer to the statement of the Sangguniang Bayan na matagal nang hindi ginagamit. Kahit na matagal nang hindi ginagamit, before you can dispose of patrimonial property, meron po kayong susundin na batas, which is the local government code. Local government offices and facilities shall not be transferred, relocated, or converted to other uses unless public hearings are first conducted for the purpose and the concurrence of the majority of all the members of Sanggunian concerned is obtained. So yun ang requirement. And inulit po ito sa isang desisyon ng Korte Suprema. At ang sinabi na bago may renta o malis yung isang property ng isang local government unit, there must have been one, yung meeting po ng Sangguniang Bayan concerning the conversion nung patrimonial property and abandoning its current purpose. So kahit hindi nyo na ginagamit, kailangan pa rin magkaroon kayo ng meeting nung Sangguniang Bayan. Yun po ang requirement ng batas eh. At ang pangalawa is that majority of all Sangguniang Bayan members must have voted in favor of such conversion. Hindi po yata nyo ginawa ito eh. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, nung hindi nyo po ginawa ito, hindi naging patrimonial property yung Philippine Plaza, and therefore, hindi po pwedeng i-lease. It cannot be the subject of a contract. Would you agree, Madam Coa?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Kasi ito yung aspeto na hindi nyo nakita sa investigasyon. So magmula dun sa una, mali na. Kahit na anong correction ang ginawa ninyang Bawan local government, doon sa inyong findings, wala na dahil illegal from the very start. Hindi nyo sinunod yung batas eh. Di po ba?
Tama po yun.
Yes. Kasi kung basahin nyo po yung civil code at saka yung local government code, wala pong nasunod dun. And therefore, these laws were violated by the local government unit of Bawan, Batangas. Marami pong salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you,
Kasi
Chairman Acop.
doon lang po natin makita na mali na talaga yung ginawa ng government of Bawan, Batangas.
Thank you, Chairman. Anyway, SP, Secretary, may mga nangyari bang demolition doon
Meron.
sa public plaza?
Actually, yun pong basketball court ay inilipat sa ibang location.
Hindi.
within barangay.
Tinatanong kita, siyempre, kung nilipat, may demolition nangyari. Tama?
Yes po.
Mayroon.
Yes.
Now, a while ago, ma'am, doon sa findings ba ng COA, na-establish ba kung anong mga na-demolish doon?
Your Honor, hindi namin po alam kung may demolition doon kasi nung magkaroon kami ng inspection, may ongoing construction na po yung hotel.
Ongoing na.
Opo.
Okay. Miss Janelle,
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Kunsyal, you mentioned about doon po sa mga landmarks doon sa public plaza kanina. It was demolished ba?
Nawala po yung buong, iba na po itsura niya. Tapos yung mga bayani po inilipat po sa kabila po.
Inilipat sa kabila. Saan kabila?
Sa Plaza Orense. Plaza Orense po. Katapat po.
Katapat. Pero, so definitely, may nangyari doon na pagbabago doon sa plaza. Of course, kasi pinatayan ng hotel.
Opo.
Now, yung public plaza ba, Konsyal, when was that declared as a public plaza? Sa history po. Kailan ba naging municipality yung Bawan?
Hindi ko po lang maalala, Mr. Chair.
I-google mo nga. Comsec, google mo nga. Anyway, kasi ganito po, SP, Secretary. Alam mo kasi, ang titingnan ko dyan, baka may problema pa kayo dun sa National Historical Commission Charter. May mga specific provision kayo doon. For example, yung sinasabi niya mga statue, if that public plaza, and that includes mga statue doon, was declared as National Cultural Heritage, may problema po kayo. That's number one. SP, makinig ka muna.
Yes, po.
Second, if the public plaza exists more than 50 years, may problema din kayo because you have to get a certificate of clearance from the National Historical Commission before gumawa kayo ng pagbabago. Yan laging problema ng mga LGU. Well, in fact, in my LGU, in my province, yun din ngayon ang problema, yung merkado doon. Because the market exists for more than 50 years. Ayun ginawa nila doon, improvement lang, hindi nga sila napatayo ng hotel. May problema. May kaso. Kaya kung ang Bawan Public Plaza exists more than 50 years, prior to that, before that development of that or that project, may problema po kayo. May problema mayor, may problema vice mayor, may problema. No, vice mayor, ministerial lang eh. Unless bumoto siya kung he divide the house or the council. Pero may problema pati yung konseyo, except for those who voted against or opposed. or leave the session hall during the deliberation. Yun po. Maliban dun sinasabi ni Chairman Akop kanina, yung violation dun sa dalawa, no, local government code, eto, may problema pa kayo if proven na indeed more than 50 years in existence sa public plaza, at the same time, wala kayong clearance from the National Historical Commission. Kaya mas maganda sana nandito si Mayor at saka si Vice para masagot nila. Anyway, before we proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of Congressman Kit Flores, Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reform, representing 2nd District of Bukidnon. Boss, thank you for coming, boss. Yes, Chairman Akot.
Pwede po bang matanong si Consid Dalangin? Dito po sa report sa akin, kayo po lang ang nag-reject o umayaw dun sa idea o proposal na baguhin yung use ng public plaza ng Bawan, Batangas. Totoo po ba ito?
Yes po, Mr. Honor.
Meno, pwede ko po bang malaman ano po yung dahilan ninyo? Bakit kayo umaayaw dun sa proposal?
Mr. Chair, being honest po, that time po kasi ay wala din po kaming munisipyo noon. I mean, giba din po. So, yung thought po na mawawala din po ang plaza. Kaya po, hindi po talaga po ako noon.
So, wala na po kayong munisipyo, wala pa kayong plaza.
That time po.
Opo. Sangguniang Bayan Secretary.
Yes.
Ano po ang dahilan? Bakit giniba ninyo yung munisipyo po ninyo?
Actually po yun ay nagpagawa po ng bagong munisipyong mas malaki. Same. Pero kumuha rin naman po kami ng clearance sa National Historical Commission. Kaya po na-preserve yung passage ng dating munisipyo.
Now, saan po nanggaling yung pera na pinagpagawa ninyo ng inyong munisipyo?
Actually, nag-loan po kami sa DBP.
Totoo ba yun o di-approve yung loan ninyo?
Previously, hindi kaagad kami...
Sagutin mo ako, Iho. Kasi dito sa research na nangyari, nandito sa data ko, alam ko na nag-loan kayo sa DBP for 150 million. Tama. Pero disapprove. Why? Because you lack the seal of good housekeeping and other requirements. Yun po yung research dito eh. So, saan nyo kinuha yung pera na pinagpagawa nyo ng munisipyo?
Actually po, yun ay na-approve din. Kasi kami ay naging awardee na rin po ng Seal of Good
Kailan kayo
SGLG.
nag-take ng loan sa DBP?
Hindi ko po matandaan yung date.
Kailan na-approve yung loan ninyo na sinasabi mo kung totoo man yun? Remember that you're under oath. Pag mapatunayan ko na hindi ka nagsasabi, ikukulong kita.
Narito po ang aming municipal accountant. Mas alam po niya yung record regarding our financial statement.
Ay,
financial record.
kayo po ang tinatanong ko eh.
Ang alam ko po yun ay na-approve. Yung exact date lamang po ang hindi ko maalala.
Yung accountant?
Your Honor, wait, pwede ka pong, chine-check ko lang po yung record ka pa. Kung ano.
COA, did you look into this also? No.
No, Your Honor. We just focused on the issues forwarded to the fraud audit team, Your Honor.
Kasi according to the information that I have, Sangguniang Bayan Secretary, nung hindi na-approve yung loan, first loan nyo, doon kayo pumunta sa Comnet.
No po, Your Honor.
No. No.
Yes po, kasi previously nga po hindi na-approve pero after ng makomply namin yung requirements ay na-approve din po yon later. Later dates nga lang po kaya medyo nagtagal na hindi napatigil ang paggagawa.
Okay. Thank you. Can you, SBIT, can you provide this committee yung agreement between Comnet and the local government unit of Bawan, Batangas regarding yung use ng yung list ninyo sa pag-list ninyo ng public plaza?
Okay po. Ipoprovide po namin.
Yes. I do not know if Now, Madam Kowa, you conducted a fraud audit doon po sa water system ng Bawan, tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ano po ang current status ng inyong fraud audit na yun? Tapos na po ba?
Tapos na po, Your Honor. Also in 2017 po.
Now, were there laws violated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano po ang ginawa ng COA regarding this one? Were cases filed against those responsible?
We issued, of course, the notice of disallowance indicating all the persons responsible. At the same time, we forwarded the fraud audit report to the Office of the Ombudsman for the filing of appropriate charges which was received. The report on the Bawan Waterworks System audit was received by the Office of the Ombudsman on December 20 po, 2017.
2017.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, na-file pala yung report ng ng 2017, yung water system. Now, regarding po dito sa Bawan Plaza, you also conducted a fraud audit, tama po?
Tama po.
Natapos nyo rin po lahat?
Natapos po rin namin noong May 25, 2017 yung fraud audit report and was forwarded to the Office of the Ombudsman and received by the Office of the Ombudsman on July 20, 2017 po.
Mr. Chair, since cases were filed insofar as the issue of the Bawan Water Station and the Bawan Plaza were already filed with the Ombudsman, may I move that we write a letter to the Ombudsman asking ano po yung current status ng mga kaso kung meron man na i-file tungkol dito po sa report ng COA regarding these two issues. So,
Second,
Mr. Chair.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Before the chair rules on that motion, just for the information of the members and the resource persons, and that includes the COA, we have already sent a communication to Ombudsman. And the Ombudsman has already replied to this committee through the chair na yung Bawan Water System tsaka yung sa public plaza, let me read na lang po yung communication from the Ombudsman. Through email lang pala to, no? Anyway, basahin ko lang po. No? But of course, this is not official. This is through email. And walang signatory. Wala ring signatory. But let me read na lang po. And siguro, Chairman Ako will just amend the motion that was made and duly seconded by Rep. Flores. Good day. This is dated, ano bang date nito? Wala. February 5. No? Yung reply ng COA. Good day. This refers to the letter of the Honorable Chairperson, the Committee on Public Accounts, requesting information update on the fraud audit reports forwarded by the Commission on Audit to the Office of the Ombudsman. Said reports involved the list of public land by the Municipality of Bawan, Batangas, to a private entity. Please be informed that based on our records, the complaint was subjected to a fact-finding investigation and subsequently closed and terminated on February 19, 2021. At present, our records do not show any case filed or pending against Mayor Ryan Dolor and Vice Mayor Ronald Crosat. Kindly bear with us while we retrieve the case folders to be able to prepare for a more formal reply to the Honorable Chairperson's query. So, kailangan lang dito follow up, no? Sa COA. Okay? Sa Ombudsman. Now, and the letter of COA was only addressed to the issue with regards to lease of public land by the Municipality of Bawan, Batangas to Comnet. Yung system wala po dito sa letter. So siguro Chairman Akop will just follow up the Ombudsman once again. COMSEC is directed to follow up, no, and an official reply coming from Office of the Ombudsman through Chairman Martires. Pati na po yung sa BWS, paki-follow up na lang po. Pero, initially, though this is not official, ang sinasabi dito, yung lease contract dun sa public plaza was already closed and terminated February 19, 2011, 2021. But of course, we have to follow up this, no? Para makuha natin yung lahat ng records. Jess?
Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. COA, you said that you submitted the fraud audit report findings of COA to the Ombudsman as far as the leasing of these public lands is concerned. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Now, can you go over briefly po, ano yung major points na nakita ng COA sa fraud audit nila na mali dito sa pag-lease ng properties na to?
You mean the major findings, Your
Major
Honor?
findings lang.
There were 5 major findings,
Yes,
Your
can we
Honor.
go over it one by one po, please?
Okay, yes po.
Ito sa lease ito wag yung sa water because the last time I was present, yung water pinag-usapan
Okay, sa
natin.
lease po?
Yes.
Okay, sa lease. Okay, finding number 1 on the contract of lease entered into by the Municipality of Bawan and Comnet Management Corporation. Finding number 1, the minimum bid price of 300 per square meter per year set by the Bids and Awards Committee in the IPTB for the lease of 1,734 square meter municipal lot was without factual and legal basis, irregular, and have been merely adopted from the unsolicited offer made by the Comnet. Finding number 2.
Oh, wait, can I stop you there?
Okay.
So 300 pesos per square meter po ang ginawang basis for the lease.
300 per
Pesos
square
per
meter,
square meter.
per year po.
Per year?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Now, sa based on your findings po, what should have been the fair value for the rental of a square meter for that property po?
Based on the valuation of our engineers who are members of that special audit team, the lease rate should have been 2,016 per square meter per year.
So, a variance of about 1,700 pesos per square meter po per year.
Yes po.
So, ganun kamura yung lease.
Tama po yun.
Tama. Okay. Go ahead po. Finding number 2.
Finding number 2, the mayor and the Sangguniang Bayan preempted the procurement process being carried out by the BAC. Since the mayor had prematurely entered into a memorandum of agreement with COMNET on March 25, 2013, which was ratified by the Sangguniang Bayan on April 12, 2013, although the BAC had not yet concluded the post-qualification evaluation. The BAC resolution declaring COMNET as the highest calculated responsive bid was issued only on August 2, 2013.
Okay. So, ang finding number 2 is pumasok na sa MOA ang mayor at ang local government unit ng Bawan even without the post-qualification
Yes po.
findings of the Bids and Awards Committee.
Tama po.
And that is wrong. Bakit po?
Under the rules po ng RA 9184, there has to be processes that have to be conducted before the mayor could enter into any agreement.
RA 9184 is the Procurement Act. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Tama
And the Procurement Act also provides for penal provisions for violations of the said Act.
Tama po.
Correct?
Yes
Diba?
po.
And clearly, this is in violation of that Procurement Act kasi nga, hindi pa na-award ng, hindi pa nag-post-qualify sa Bids and Awards Committee, pumasok na ng Memorandum of Agreement ang mayor and in fact, ratified by the members of the Sangguniang
Tama po.
Bayan. Tama?
Yes.
That's finding number 2. Number 3 po.
Finding number 3, the reduction of rental rate authorized by the Sangguniang Bayan under Ordinance Number 12-12-044 is conditioned on a net investment of more than 50 million. Second, should be consistent with the prevailing rates in the locality. The rates have been publicized through the required bidding process. However, the BAC failed to publish a new IPTB containing the said conditions as pre-qualification requirements before a proponent could avail the reduced rental rate.
Okay, now, yung 50 million na investment, bakit mo sinabing hindi nasunod yun?
That's the finding under the SB Ordinance Number 12-12-004. But during the conduct of audit, it was found out that the MOA or the contract of lease, they required the proponent to have an investment of 60 million. Parang pong tinaasan nila po yung investment na requirement. So 60 million na po yun. However, during the audit, it came out that the investment made by COMNET, or I don't know if it's the Adventureland now, was less than 60 million po.
How much was it sa finding ninyo?
It's 56 million something po.
Okay. So, yung Sanggunian mismo ang nag-set ng mas mataas na investment amount, di ba?
Tama po.
Yet, ang actual investment was also less than that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yet it was still
based on records, Your
based on
Honor.
records,
This was not validated.
Okay.
This was only based on the information provided by the municipality of Bawan.
to COA.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So based on that information, you made a finding that this is again in violation of the minimum standards that they themselves set. Sila ang nag-set, yet hindi na-meet ng investor, yet pumayag pa rin sila.
Tama po.
Tama po? Okay.
Yes
So
po.
number 4 po.
Number 4, the lease of 1,734 square meter lot to COMNET at the rate of 320 per square meter per year in lieu of the prescribed rate of 7,920 per square meter per year under the 2008 Revenue Code of the Municipality of Bawan was without valid basis, irregular, and gave undue benefit to Comnet for the following reasons. Number 1, SB Ordinance Number 1212-0044 did not provide for the specific rental rates and/or criteria guidelines that are consistent with the prevailing rental rates in the locality for a just and fair implementation. Number 2, evaluation made by the COA Special Audit Team showed that the lease rate of 320 per square meter per year was unreasonably low compared to the prevailing market rental rates or fees in the vicinity, not duly supported with factual basis and disadvantageous to the municipality of Bawan. The valuation arrived at by the SAT of 2,016 pesos per square meter per year resulted in a difference of 2,940,864 million pesos per year.
The 2 million difference is on the rental of the entire property or per ano ba yan? Square meter ba or what?
The difference between the imposed rental rate in the contract of lease, which was only 320
Pesos per
per
square.
square meter, 320 pesos per square meter per year.
Okay.
However, based on the SAT, it should have been 2,016 pesos per square meter per year.
So let's break this down. Ano yung minention mo na revenue code kanina?
The revenue code of 2008 of the municipality of
So
Bawan
ang
po.
munisipyo pa rin ang nag-set ng revenue code na yan.
Yes, meron pong revenue code ang municipality of Bawan. Now, under that code, the lease of land
Yes.
should be 165 pesos per square meter per week.
Per week.
Per week po yun.
Yes,
165 per week.
And they rented it out at 320 pesos per year. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Okay. Now, so ito, I'm seeing a pattern eh. No? Sila mismo mag-set ng ordinances nila, sila din ang nagva-violate sa ordinance nila. Di ba? Tama mo ba?
Tama po.
Okay. We'll not go to the fifth na lang. I also see another pattern. Medyo mahilig ang munisipyo to enter into contracts na palugi. Tama ba? Ha? Sa findings ninyo?
Yes, Your
Kasi sa
Honor.
last hearing, I was here. Yung water system pinag-usapan natin. From an income-generating institution, naging palugi na, sila pa nagbayad ng professional services. Tama?
Yes po.
Oh, now, pa-rent out ng properties ngayon. Sila din nag-set ng minimum, minimum na amount dapat na i-rent out yung properties. Sila din ang nag-enter into an agreement na sobrang palugi sa munisipyo nila. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Okay. Now, let me ask, Councilor, sino yung nag-oppose nito? Ha? Okay, Councilor Dalangin.
Mr. Chair.
Were you already a councilor at the time na in-approve itong mga transaction na to?
Opo.
Councilor ka. Now, ang information na umabot sa akin is inoppose mo daw tong mga transactions na to. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
And ano naman ang nangyari sa diskusyon ninyo doon sa council when you aired your opposition to these agreements?
Solo position po ako noon. Alam naman po natin sa gantong usapan kapag po nagsosolo, wala pong saysay po ang boses ko.
Ba't sinabi mo ba ano ang basis ng opposition mo? Napalugi to.
Opo, kami pong dalawa ni Attorney Johnny Magbuo po.
Pangit to on the part of the Municipio of Bawan.
Sinasabi po namin kahit po sa publiko.
Pangit ito sa taxpayers ng Bawan.
Sinasabi po namin kahit sa publiko.
Palugi po ang gobyerno natin, ang munisipyo ng Bawan if we enter into this agreement.
Opo.
Ano naman ang sinabi ng mga kasamahan mo sa council?
Palagay ko po na dapat sila pong sumagot noon. Dahil sila naman pong pumasok. Ayoko pong sumagot ng para sa kanila.
Okay. Sino dito ang councilor at that time na present din dito ngayon?
Konsehal William Abrahan po.
Councilor William.
Councilor Abraham? Maalala niyo ba na may revenue code ang munisipyo ng Bawan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Maalala mo ba na may minimum rental rates na kayo din ang nag-impose sa munisipyo ng Bawan?
Hindi ko po matandaan yung revenue code na dumating po ako ng 2010 sa konseho at ang alam ko po ay may existing na revenue code.
Yes, okay. Now, ayon po sa COA, na kayo po ay may revenue code that has already set the minimum rental rates and it was set at 107 pesos per week per square meter po. Tama ba?
165
165 pesos per week ang dapat na minimum po na rental per square meter sa Bawan. Alam niyo po ba yan?
Hindi ko po alam, sir.
Hindi mo alam. Was it ever brought to your attention na may revenue code tayo? Dapat i-follow natin tong revenue code. Kasi tayo din ang gumawa ng revenue code na to.
Yes, Your Honor. Susundin po ko nung nasa revenue code. Sir, pagpatuloy ko po.
Sige, go ahead.
Ang kinonsider na po ng mga kasulukuyang konsihal na nag-yes doon sa renta ay ang pagkakaiba ng existing rate within the vicinity ay si proponent ang nagpagawa ng napakalaking halagang building. Kumpara po doon sa mga existing building na ang nagpagawa ay yung may-ari ng lupa o yung may-ari ng building.
Okay, ang sinasabi niyo po, because the proponent made a substantial investment, dapat may special rate sila sa rental. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is, for you, 320 pesos per square meter per year. Per year. Sobrang laki ng difference sa 165 pesos per week. Now, 165 pesos per week per square meter, multiply it by what? 52 weeks? 7,900 per year dapat per square meter. As against 320 pesos per square meter po per year na inalaw ninyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the consideration is because they made substantial investment. Tama po ba?
Yes po, yun ang consideration.
Now, ang consideration na yan, is that considered or is that found in your revenue code that you are allowed to give special rates if certain conditions are met? Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's found in the revenue code.
Come again, Your Honor.
Nasa revenue code niyan na pwede kayong magbigay ng special rate kung may substantial investment naman na gagawin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ha?
As mentioned earlier from the COA.
Okay. Now, and in that condition, ang sinabi doon, dapat 60 million ang investment na gagawin. Minimum.
Yes, Your Honor.
And sabi naman ni COA, na on their investigation, they found out that only 57 million was actually invested.
Okay, the contract amount or the cost of the building was not informed. We were not informed, actually, sir.
So, hindi nyo alam na
Yes, Your
short
Honor.
yung tao
Yes,
sa
Your
investment.
Honor.
Now, if you knew na short yun, based on the minimum standards na kayo din ang nag-set, would you have agreed to the entry of that, entering into that MOA?
Your Honor, we just ratified the Sangguniang Bayan only ratified the contract, and we were not aware that the local executive entered into a contract without even the suggestion or the findings of the BAC.
Okay. Now, so hindi umabot sa inyo yung information na yan?
Come again, sir?
Hindi umabot sa inyo yung information na may mga pagkukulang?
Wala po, sir.
Wala before the ratification?
Wala po, sir.
After the ratification?
After the ratification, wala na pong information na natanggap.
Wala na?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, question po. Isip councilor ng isang town, isn't it your duty and obligation before ratifying a contract entered into by the mayor to check the facts surrounding the case?
Yes, Your Honor. It's our duty.
And did you do that duty, sir?
What we did, Your Honor, is, as chairman at that time, is I conduct a survey on the neighbor, on the commercial building existing, and that was the reference made. And also, we consider the fact that the proponent will invest a large amount of money that is not mentioned by the findings of the COA.
So, hindi na-mention ng COA? Hindi
Yes,
na
Your
na-consider?
Honor. Ang kinonsider ng COA ay yung mga katabing nagpaparenta ng lugar na kung saan sila nagpagawa ng building. Dito po sa Bawang Plaza ay yung proponent ang nagpagawa ng building.
So, ang defense niyo po is that allowed siya because siya mismo ang nagpatayo ng building. Tama
Yes,
po
Your
ba?
Honor. Siya po nagpagawa ng building.
Okay. Now, are you also aware na ang ratification ninyo came before the approval of the Bids and Awards Committee?
Come again, sir. Your Honor.
Yung ratification ninyo ng contract or yung MOA by the mayor and the COMNET came before the approval of the Bids and Awards Committee.
As I have heard earlier, the ratification was done before the enter or before the condition of the back before the back member released their findings.
Kaya nga, tama ba yan?
Nag-ratify lang muna kami, sir. Pero
Yeah,
yung
okay.
entering into a contract,
Councilor, what comes first?
yung pong ratification.
Ratification comes first before the approval of the BAC?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the procedure?
That's the condition in our says in our made by the Sangguniang Bayan members.
COA, would that be a correct interpretation? Na una daw ang ratification before mag-approve si BAC? Kaya nga.
Based on the procurement law, Your Honor, it should be the BAC and the technical working group who should
Precisely.
identify the reasonableness of the bid price.
Precisely, before they ratify it. In fact, it should be a condition precedent, no? For any ratification, for them to ratify, that they must make sure that everything is above board.
Tama po.
And that everything passes the scrutiny of the Bids and Awards Committee.
Tama po.
Because you cannot ratify something that has not been awarded by the Bids and Awards Committee. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Councilor, mukhang
Yes, Your Honor.
ibata opinion ni COA.
Yes, sir. Mas magkaiba po yung opinion ng COA at saka ni Sangguniang Bayan.
Okay.